What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Stacks once again, and we are here for another matchup in season number 7. We're still in week number 11. Shout out to 7-Eleven, all the people that work there, all the people that go there. Let's go ahead and get into it. Charlotte and Pittsburgh will be the matchup today. We have another matchup tonight as well on the Twitch platform. That's going to be a fun ride, so make sure you watch out for that. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but we got to see two teams in two different spectrums of the USFA landscape. We got the top team in Charlotte. They lost their first game last week, and they're looking to bounce back, get back in their winning ways, you know what I'm saying? But on the other side, Pittsburgh, they won their first game of the season. So both of these teams are in two different directions trying to go somewhere. Pittsburgh, they already got eliminated from playoff contention within the Eastern Conference. So now they're just looking to get some much needed momentum going into the off season, pick up some more players via the draft and free agency, and see where it goes from there. While Charlotte, they're on the fast track to potentially be that team to make it to the big dance at the end of the year, the United Bowl. So there's only one way to figure out who's going to get the victory here. It's going to be a snowy day at Pittsburgh, so let's hit the play game button. We got everything ready to go here in the USFA, your premier stop for professional football within the landscape of simulation leagues. No other league is doing it like us. We got our own branded teams, we got our own uniforms, and they're only going to get better from here. Let's go ahead and get it on. Looks like it's going to be Charlotte that is going to start us off with the football. I'll go ahead and flip it your way. It looks like it's going to be a kneel down to start it off. Charlotte's going to come up with the football to get the job done. It's going to be handed off there to the homie, and he's going to get it past the 30, a spider web for a gain of 8. Nowhere. All day, baby. Good job. So far, this has been the week of upsets. St. Louis won their last game. Well, St. Louis lost their last game to a team that has not won a game since week 1. So, and looks like there's a false start there, unfortunate for Charlotte. But and then the first game of this week, the homies in Anchorage found a way to get the victory. They won their 4th game of the season, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, and they beat the homies in New York. So only one way to figure out who's going to get the job done here. Charlotte will be in the off-white jerseys. Gonna fake the handoff here, looking right side and caught by Vic, turns up and gonna get past midfield. Already getting the big boy tight end involved. It's 1st and 10 Royals. Launching that one. Great plant there by Vic Dotson in the snow. Keeping them moving here. Gotta love that snowy field there. I think there's only going to be a handful of snowing fields left. Passing the right side again. This time it's going to be Trevor Golinar with the catch. 1st and 10 coming up. Royals on the move. He's making it look a little too easy here. He's trying to make up for that last game he had. Pittsburgh will be in their rugged gold jersey set. Gonna send, I believe, the fullback in motion, and they're gonna pitch it right side there for Spider Webb, and he's not gonna get around the defense. Great stop behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. That's Colt Wetzel with the stop. I'm gonna open up these player numbers for you in a little bit. Had to get the game rolling. You know how we do in this thing. And it's going to be a pass again, looking left side, and some coverage and deflected. They tried to get Aaron Witten down the field. The first incompletion on the day is going to make it 3rd and 12. Let me go ahead and get these numbers right for you. There you go. Much better for me. If it's much better for you. 3rd and 12. Pittsburgh with the chance to get off of the field here. There's going to be another pass left side and overthrows his man right there is Falco. And Pittsburgh is going to get the stop. Sparked by that tackle behind the line of scrimmage. 2 straight incompletions, and although they had a pretty good start to the drive, it's going to slow them down a little bit. And we'll see 4th and 12 coming up. Punt away here from the homie Molyneux. Going to be hit inside the 20, or at least that's what it appears to be, inside the 20. We'll see what Jim Carr can do for this Pittsburgh offense, getting his first career game as a victory, and he's looking to try to make it 2 against the top dogs in the USFA.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check pass.
Got to pass it again, and it's going to be caught. Tries to turn upfield. Is Johnson. It's going to set up 2nd and 6.
Good work, D. That's how we ball, fellas. Keep playing hard. Here we go, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Time to go night-night.
Time to go night-night. Look for a quick pitch again. It's caught. Turns up and reaches over for the first down. Going to get it is Johnson again for the first down. That was a decent enough setup too. He got the catch, and then there was already a guy up the field trying to set the block up. Gave enough room for the tight end to make the job perfect for him. Quick pitch and almost had a man. Tried to get one of the receivers on the outside. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready? The mic. 58's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And they're going to hand it off to Mike for the first time and get stuffed. Not to be Guillermo de la Cruz with the tackle. And that's going to make it 3rd and 12 for Pittsburgh this time around. We'll talk about the Charlotte offense when they get on the field. See what they can do. Going to pitch it again quickly and almost picked off. Number 44. I believe that's Falco with the deflection. It's going to be 4th and 12. And Charlotte's going to get the stop. Speaking of Charlotte, let's talk about them a little bit. I'll bring the roster up for you since you love me so much. Quarterback will be Hank Falco. Halfback, they only have one. That's Spider Webb, or at least in regards to the user side of things. That's the user halfback there. And it's going to be a fair catch by the homie Vic. Setting up 1st and 10. Wide receivers will be Trevor Golinar, Kai Coco, and Aaron Witten. Tight end will be Vic Dotson. You seen him on the fair catch, had a big catch in the last drive too. And then kicker / punter will be Jack Molyneux. As they set the offense up here, sending a man in motion again. They're going to pitch to the right side. It was a similar play last drive, and it didn't work out to the right. They tried the left, and they're going backwards again. This time he's going to lose 3. 2nd and 13 coming up. Now defensively, here for actually, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Let's talk about this Pittsburgh defense since they are on the field. Defensive line will be Tank Jones, Cassandra Requena, Thax Brightmore, and Todd Ziegler. Look at them trying to skate a little bit is Spider Webb. Linebackers will be Colt Wetzel, Gus Pack, Heavy D, and then cornerbacks still have John Fowler and CJ Bird. Safeties, they have Angel Flugel, aka Angel Food Cake, and Mitchell Lott. So shout out to the homies here in Pittsburgh. We'll talk about the offense on Pittsburgh and the defense on Charlotte in a little bit. Quick pitch left side. It's going to be caught. Turns up for the first and a little bit more past midfield. And Spider Webb's going to get the job done on 3rd down. 1st and 10 Royals. Just too much speed on the outside. Not too much they could do. Going to set up 1st and 10. That's going to be a little bit of an issue there for this Pittsburgh team. The defense have some decent hitters, but the speed quality is not that great. They tried to pass up the middle, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming. Gonna have to expect some of the problems coming in the snow here, especially with the accuracy. I've seen a couple of the quarterbacks have some gloves on. I don't see it for Falco, but I believe Jim Carr, he bracing for the cold, looking for a pass again, looking left side, and gonna be deflected. Gonna be 3rd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Pittsburgh with another chance to get off the field. They're going to pitch it to Vic. Turns up and drag down right before he could get to the sticks. It's going to be 4th and 1 coming up. It does set up Charlotte with the chance to potentially go for it if they choose to. You see right there, there goes one of the new hats I made for Pittsburgh, and they will keep their offense on the field. All the receivers on the right side, and it doesn't matter. They hand it off up the middle. Spiderweb's going to convert, getting inside the 25. 1st and 10, Royals.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Check.
And another handoff here. There goes Spiderweb, shedding off one man and keeps it moving. Runs it to a couple of Pittsburgh Roughneck players, and a gain of 9 will be his result.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go, D. Way to go, D. Ready. Cowboy 80. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Go.
Man in motion here. Another handoff. Yes, it is. And gonna get a 1st down close to the 10. Down at the 11. Spiderweb 6 for 25 on the day. And it's 1st and 10.
Set. 19 Tiger. All day, just like that. Go.
Looking for a pitch, and they're going to give it to Vic, trying to cut up field, and looked like he tried to do a little bit some freaky moves there, but CJ Bird was ready for it. Only a gain of 1, but that's his 3rd catch of the game.
Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Here we go, D. Check go. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Gonna send the homie in motion. They're gonna give it to Witten on the run, and not to be. Gonna get stopped inside the 10. It's gonna make it 3rd and 7. So 2 straight trick plays there, and only went for 1 yard apiece.
Here we go, shot 3. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Gonna pass it again. It's Falco looking for a man. Right side is gonna be caught. Turns up field and dragged down before he could punch it into the end zone. Tried to get Kai Coco there, but he's a yard shy. It's gonna set up 4th and 1. Now, do you go for the field goal, or do you try the 4th down luck again? And it looks like they are gonna settle for the field goal. From the right hash, Molyneux gonna try to put the first points on the board, and he's going to do just that. The quarter goes to a 3-0 setup, and we shall see what happens on the return. Overall, a solid drive here for Charlotte, but you do not expect the Royals to only have 3 points up to this setup. Looking at the offense here for the homies in Pittsburgh, though, quarterback will be Jim Carr. They have halfback Mike Hawk. Wide receivers will be JoJo Tidwell Jr., Corbian Crimson, McDonald's Magna, and Isaiah Fowler. They have no user tight ends, but you might as well make Chris Johnson as a tight end. I think that he's their leading receiver, which is crazy. But Kicker slash punter will be Anita Dickamy. And on the defense for Charlotte, we'll talk about it as we close quarter number 1. Sending this one away to the end zone is going to be returned, looking for a lane to return to 2, looking for a speed burst, going to get to the 30, and that's going to close out quarter number 1. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
First snap of the second quarter will go to Pittsburgh, and it's going to be a throw. Quick pitch is going to be caught by Mike. Turns up, trying to get the first. Rushed out by Tank Falco there. And we'll talk about Tank Falco in this defense. Shane Knox, Lee Flowers, Guillermo de la Cruz, and Keon Kokona. Those will be the defensive linemen there. Linebackers will be Tank Falco, TJ Camden, and Arn Jacobson. Pitching the left side incomplete because Nicholas White now plays for Huntington Beach via trade. And I should probably take that out of the number set so I don't get confused from here on out. Cornerback, sorry about that, will be Ricardo Lopez, Pac Drescott, Bryce Walker, and Caitlin Montaigne. Pac Drescott had a interception last week against Huntington Beach, and they'll play him again. Right side and gonna be picked off. Taking this one to the left side is Ricardo Lopez. Sheds one man, takes it up the field, still going past the 20 inside to the 15, and that's a big boy return. Ricardo Lopez says that Pac Drescott, you ain't the only one getting interceptions. Let's go. Falco's looking to pass it and almost throws a pick right back. But a big play by Charlotte is going to give them some much needed juice to potentially add more points to this 3-point lead. And I love these jerseys here for Pittsburgh. The season hasn't really gone their way, but I'm going to give my homies some drip out on this field. Know what I'm saying? Looking for a pass. Left side is caught by Golinar. Reaches out. Going to get inside the 10. He's going to set up 3rd and 4. Heavy D there with the tackle.
Strong left, strong left.
Looking for Vic, gonna be caught. Spin move, almost got into the end zone. He was right there as he was about to break the plane, but a great tackle, regardless of that, is going to set up 1st and goal. He spun right off of Lot, but that second tackle is going to get the job done there. Keeping the young tight end out of the end zone, but they cannot keep Spider Webb out of the end zone. Touchdown, Royals. And after the interception, they cash in, and that'll put it to a 2-possession ball game in favor of Charlotte. First quarter really didn't go their way outside of getting points on the board, but they're trying to change the tide here. Kick is going to be no good. I guess some of the tide isn't changing too much in regards to the extra points. Outside of Charlotte being 1 win away from being undefeated, if there is one bad mark on their season, is their inability to kick the easy ones. Those extra points, I believe they lead the league in missed extra points this season. That's something that they're definitely going to look to try to improve on in the upcoming season. But for right now, it's going to be a 9-0 ball game. So I will remind people of that as the game goes along. You already know how we do. People come in at different times. We all got stuff to do. But as long as you come back and see me, that's all I can ask for. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. We got the GSB, ECFL, CSBA, and we got the homies and goals. So if you got a sport that you want to play, make sure you hit us up. We can get you on the field as soon as possible. We got a lot of things coming up, you already know. So it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. Pittsburgh still down 2 possessions at this current moment, but nothing that they can't get out of. They just got to put some drives together and definitely need to keep the ball on their side of the field. Not a lot of rushing so far in this game, and they're going to pass it again. Look at middle of the field and caught. Turns up, makes a move. It's the homie Isaiah Fowler. He had a big game last week to give them their first victory, and I'm sure they're going to be leaning on them again. A gain of 27. I believe that was Bryce. No, that was Pat Drescott that missed the tackle. Looking for a quick pitch again and incomplete. Once again, those short passes not really working out in their favor. They'll do a lot better if they can let the play develop, see what they can do a little bit further down the line. You know what I'm saying? 2nd and 10. Final 9 minutes of the first half. Pittsburgh trying to get some points on the board. Another quick pitch and another quick incompletion. And I just spoke about this in the last play. Gotta let the plays develop. See what you can do. Don't need to fire it as hard as you can as soon as the ball is in your hands. You gotta let the receivers do their routes. But it's a 3rd and long situation here. Jim Carr needs the conversion. Once again, not a lot of rushing on this one, but this one is caught. And that's going to be a first down, a dot in the middle of the field. I believe that's McDonald's Magna. Yes, it is. Number 81 for the first down. And that was actually almost picked off by Arn, but it bounced right in the hands. Bounced right in the hands of the homie. I did not notice that on first glance, but it's a handoff here. There goes Mike trying to rush through a defensive player. There's chock full of them on that defensive line. It's 2nd and 5 coming. One of the things that they did very well was incorporating Mike in the passing game. So if they want to pass, they might as well try to throw a screen or two, try to flip the field on the Charlotte defense. And they're going to fake the handoff here, looking for a man. It's Jim Carr tossing his left side, and once again incomplete. And there's going to be a 3rd and medium situation coming up here.
Red 19 Tiger. Switch up. Let go.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pitch again. This time it's going to be caught, and it's going to be a first down. It should be. Yes, it is. That's going to move the sticks. Getting Fowler involved can't go wrong. 1st and 10. And that time the quick pass worked in their favor. Lopez and another defensive player combined for the tackle.
44, Mike, 44.
Going to pass it again. This Carr left side. Going to be caught, turns up field, and going to make the catch is Johnson, a gain of 8. And they are approaching field goal range now.
On the ready, boys. 58 is Mike. It's been long. Go. 58's Mike, 58's Mike. No chance.
And another fake of the handoff. Gonna go the other way. Readjust and go the dot. Gonna get him inside the 15. Now that's pocket awareness if I ever seen it. 1st and 10, and hits the bot tight end for a first down. Because that was going to be a sack. Number 12, Lee Flowers, was right on that edge, and the homie Jim Carr went back to the middle of the pocket, set down, found his man. And that's a beautiful play to keep the drive alive. They're going to give it to Mike this time around. Mike sheds off one and just gets belted by the homie Arn. That's friend on friend crime right there. I'm sure Caboose is going to be talking to the homie, that white guy, about that hit. It's going to be 2nd and 11 though. It's going to be handed off. There goes Mike. Runs through and going to get inside the 10. A little bit of a better rush there. 3rd and medium again. Trying to at least get a field goal, but a touchdown in this situation will be very good. as the second quarter continues to wind down. 5 minutes left, make it 4 minutes 45 seconds. They need to get to the 3.5 yard line to keep the drive alive. If they don't get the score, and the pocket is clean, going to throw in the run and just throws this one away. And he actually had a man open in the middle of the field, but I guess he didn't want to risk it for that biscuit. It would have been behind the arm, if you will. So 4th and 4, looks like Charlotte does hold up tough right at the right time. And you see right there in the offensive breakdown, they ran 20 plays, and they're going to fake the field goal, going to toss it, and going to be almost caught for the score. I did not see a fake field goal coming, and it was almost perfect. That's going to be incomplete, and that was going to be a turnover on downs. Wow. Pittsburgh coming with all the stops, and it did not work out in their favor. Me personally, I would have took the points, but I can see why they went for it. Why not? Looks at the man turning up the field. I think if he did one more cut, he would still be running. But going to be a gain of 8 there by Spiderweb. You know I had to clip that fake field goal. You only see out. This is the first one we've seen all season, and it actually almost worked out. If he was by himself, or if the defensive player wasn't fast enough, that probably would have been a touchdown. Almost got him off sides, and they're going to flip it to Vic. Turns up, and he will get the first down. I'm sure Vic isn't mad at it. He's getting more catches, adding on to his great season. On pace for about 100 catches in the season, so he ain't going to be complaining for sure.
Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Going to quick pitch it and try the screen pass, and Pittsburgh was ready for it. 2nd and 10 coming.
Hiking 18. There, right there, 56. Man, I got you. Man, go. Mike 56, Mike. Watch the run.
Going to pass again and caught. There goes the homie caught Coco. Reaching over to try to get past the 40, but thrown backwards. It's going to be 1st and 10 after that play. A great pass by Falco. Look at that pass right here. Once again, not really in stride though. He was stopping to make the catch, but
Squeeze, double.
you kind of want to put him where he's inside the field. And they're going to pitch it to the homie Witten. A lot of trickery here for this Charlotte team. I guess they're trying out some new plays out of these playbooks, see what goes down. And so far, they only really got 5 yards or less. They haven't really been working in their favor, but at the same time, I think if the players that get the ball does one move, I think they could keep on running. But we'll take this to the 2-minute warning here. One of those defensive players was like, screw it, I'm gonna try it, see if I could get that good snap.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Go.
It's gonna be a pump fake here, looking for a man. Then caught, turns up, tries to get the first. Tackled down the spider web. Is going to be 3rd and 4. And if Pittsburgh can get the stop, they can essentially call the timeout and get some time for themselves before the half.
On the jump. 43. Mike's 43. Go.
Look for the pass again. It's Falco and caught. That's Vic one to play. And now they have 90 seconds to work with. 1st and 10, Charlotte. Catch number 6 on the day for Vic. Great pass away from the defensive player too, because if he was going towards that defensive player, it could have been an interception. He's only thrown 3 on the season so far. Quick pitch again, and there goes Vic, but he dragged down before he could go too far. Another short catch. It's going to be 2nd and 6. 1 minute left, and they're going to call it their first time out here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 56. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 56. Mike, 56.
Gonna pass it again, and it's gonna be caught by Vic again as they call timeout number 2. Getting the tight end involved to move him down the field. His 8th catch in the first half. Only 67 yards, but can't be mad at the progress there.
Here we go, here we go.
Definitely less than 10 yards a catch, but if you're catching the football, can you really be mad? They're going to have him blocked this time around. Throws on the run and almost throws a pick. And that should have been, to be honest. 53 seconds left in the second quarter.
Okay, ready? 56 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Nice, nice, sweetheart.
Steps back in the pocket, tosses it deep right side, a wide open toe drag, swagging. Trevor Golinar, touchdown. Charlotte. Didn't even need to do it, but he just did it for the style points. And points nonetheless. That'll make it a 15-0 ball game. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good this time around. So it's 16-0. And the homies in Charlotte really can't be mad at the score. They're winning a game that in most cases they should be winning. Had some opportunities to get more points throughout this game, but regardless of that, it's working out in their favor. The offense is clicking and they were able to score before the half. We shall see what happens on the next drive. I believe Pittsburgh is going to start us off with the football. If I can remember, I believe Charlotte had the ball first. Pittsburgh inching closer towards that number 1 pick. But even if they do have the worst record, or if Tampa Bay has the worst record, that does not mean that they will have the number 1 pick. They got to go by lottery. And essentially the worst team record-wise will have the best odds to get the number 1 pick. So essentially, all 4 teams that do not make the playoffs, they pretty much go lottery pick. And I believe all the teams have a chance to get the number 1 pick. If I can remember, I'm pretty sure. It's just a matter of who gets the lucky draw. You know what I'm saying?
58, boys, 58.
They're going to pitch it quick, and it looks like that wide receiver slipped on the route. And once again, I understand there's not a lot of time on the clock, but there's got to be a point where those passes got to hit a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Ready. Cowboy 84. I got him. Ready.
Quick pitch and then caught, turns up field. Going to get inside or outside the 25 as Pittsburgh calls their first time out. I expect a lot of these stats to go down next season with the bump up in attributes. Quick pitch and going to be caught, turns up. McDonald's Magna makes a play, and they'll call timeout number 2 right there. Only 103 yards total on the game for Pittsburgh. And they're trying to do something here on this particular drive, but they do convert on the second down there. Make it 1st and 10. Don't need to go down the field for any realistic chance to get points. They don't need a touchdown, but a touchdown would be great. They're going to pitch it right side. Turns up field and tackle before he can get past midfield. And I don't see them calling their last time out, but they proved me wrong. Now they're going to need to work the sidelines all the way through.
Let's go. 70 Lion.
They probably need around like 30 or 40 yards.
Defense. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Gonna pitch it left side. It's gonna be caught, and he does not get out of bounds. I thought he rolled and his elbow hit, but not to be. You see the coach on the sidelines pissed off at that play. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But that should wrap up half number 1. We still have 24 more minutes to work with in this ball game, and the score is currently 16-0. Pittsburgh will get the football back, and all it takes is one touchdown. Get their team a chance to do some damage here. Going to be a return, looking for a lane, and bounces inside after running to his man to get to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Crunch time, defense.
We do have the week 9 stats up, or at least up within the server. We still have to put them in, but we will get caught up if I have to do them all myself. One team at a time. I'll figure out a way, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get them in as quick as possible. I already know Caboose is upset on that, but we'll make it work as best as we can given our resources. And this is obviously a shout out if you do have the time to take 20 minutes out of a week to do 1 or 2 teams stat wise. It will go a long way for sure. Ideally, we would have 1 player per team to do the stats. That way they could get done, and then we can move on to the next week as it should. That way we don't have any backlog. A nice pass there to Fowler to convert. But we will work our way there. I promise you, I assure you. Next season should definitely have a lot more involvement in that. Help out a little bit. It'll go a long way for sure. Also with the update team to make sure that all of our players got the right proper attributes going into the next week. And looks like Jim Carr's going to pass it. Looking for a man, and caught. Turns up the field again, and that's Corby and Crimson with the play. 1st and 10 Roughnecks. Gain of 16.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Come on.
Not a lot of rushing out of this game. Gonna pass it again. They're gonna be caught. Turns up the field, sheds off one man and keeps it moving to the 30. Keeps it going, and that's gonna be a 1st down for McDonis. Magna. 1st and 10 Roughnecks. A big boy play. Watch you shrug this man off. Man, if you don't get up off me, what are you doing? TJ Camden made the tackle at the end of it though.
Ricky.
And they are in field goal range here. Need a touchdown, and almost throws it straight to the defense. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. And I do have the heavy snow mod available. I'm wondering when I want to debut it, even though it really doesn't affect the gameplay too much, but it does look cool. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Hawk 70. Not today.
Just see the whole field riddled with snow. Just ridiculous. Quick pitch again. Gonna be almost picked off. Not to be again. 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Over there, right 70 Timberwolf. 58, right there. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to check out. 58's the
Looking for the conversion. Sends a man in motion. Looking for the pass to go on screen, and incomplete. And it almost bounced in the area of Mike, so he could have caught that and potentially turned upfield, but not to be there. Pittsburgh will more than likely have to settle for 3, which in retrospect, if they could get a stop really quickly, won't be a L. Especially if they can knock it through. Anita Gonna knock this one through, all ready to go, and Pittsburgh will get the score. Great job by the homies in Pittsburgh doing their thug fizzle to get their first points of the game. They definitely needed it, but we shall see what they do on defense with this red hot Charlotte Royal team. They won the game on the road, so technically they're still looking for their first road win today. They won on the road against Tampa Bay last week in a thriller in overtime. Definitely a game of the year candidate in my eyes. That and the Charlotte St. Louis game earlier in the season. That was just ridiculous. I'm not even going to lie to you, but it's going to be a return coming up. Aaron Witten is going to get past the 20. Going to make it 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. You don't want none. 43 is the mic. 40, go.
Gonna send Aaron Witten, and they're gonna fake it to him, looking for a man, tossing it right side, and caught by Vic. You know how he does. Gonna get tackled right at midfield, and I believe that's his 9th catch of the day. 1st and 10 as he skies for it. And there's got to be a point where they stop leaving that young man open, because he could do some serious damage. Gonna hand it off, sheds off one man, makes a cut to get through another man, breaks to another tackle to get close to the 40. Tough nose running there by Spiderweb, make it 2nd and 2. In Pittsburgh territory now. And they're on the hand it off again to Spiderweb just to pick up the 1st. Nothing wrong with that. 47 gets the job done. Cassandra Raquina with the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Let's go.
I'm gonna see if I could get some people on the call in regards to commentary. Left side, and had Kai Coco open, had Vic open up top, and Hank Falco goes incomplete on that play.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's gonna be a long.
Gonna be a fake of the handoff here. Looking middle field and had a man open. That was Aaron Witten streaking free, even though there was one player in defense that was close to making the tackle. But it's gonna be 3rd and 10 here.
Ready, 6, Mike, 56. Let's go, let's go. Go, Mike.
Gonna pass it again, looking, and gonna be caught by Spiderweb, but it's gonna be stopped on 4th down, stopped on 3rd down to make it 4th down, and more than likely is gonna come with the punt. Don't think they're close enough for a field goal. It'll be a pretty long one. Send this one away here, left side, and it looks like it is going to be out of bounds inside the 15. It's going to be 1st and 10 Pittsburgh. So this is a good chance for the Roughnecks to move the ball down the field, potentially get a touchdown, and that'll definitely help out their case to potentially come back. But their offense has to come out strong on this drive. They don't have too many opportunities to mess around. Quick pitch left side and going to be incomplete. That was the homie Caitlin Montaigne in coverage. Going to set up 2nd down.
Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
And they're going to pass it again, looking for a man. And going to be caught. Turns up to get the first down. Tries to rip it out. But the receiver holds on to it. That's Corbian Crimson with the second catch of the day. That's going to move the sticks again. Look like one of the bot players tried to rip that one out. Not to be.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Going to pass it again. Looking for a man. Left side. And incomplete. A lot of passing from this quarterback here. It's going to set up second down, though.
All day, baby. 58, boys, 58.
And they're going to hand it off here. And the homie Arn slows down Mike again. 3rd and 7 coming up. He almost got free there, but lost his footing.
You don't want no problems with me. Come on. Set. 60 bison. Don't let him go. Play that tight.
Going to pass it again, looking for a man left side. Going to be incomplete again. And had the man open, but the pass off of the mark. And they'll have to send it back to Charlotte. Play coming. Sending this one to the left side. Vic is going to go ahead and catch it. Turn up the field and gets close to midfield. 1st and 10 Charlotte once again. They're about 15 yards away from where they had to punt it. So overall, the defense did what they were supposed to do. We'll see if the offense could catch up.
Single.
And they are going to run it here. Looking for a lane. This spider web. Shaking off a few men. But I think they got to go backwards. It's going to be 1st and 11 coming up.
Here we go.
Holding on the play.
Cardinal. 56. I'm coming, baby.
And they're going to hand it off again. Why not? Another decent enough gain. And Spiderweb's going to push forward for another one. 2nd and 3 coming up. This time it counts.
Okay, break. Slam. Trips. We got trips.
Gonna hand it off here. There goes Spiderweb with a big gain and a lot of speed. You gonna take it into the end zone, Spiderweb? I think you will. Touchdown. Charlotte. Flying into the end zone. It was a matter of time before that young man springs into another score. Well over 1,200 yards on the season rushing. He's doing this Doug Fizzle for sure. The rookie's doing his thing. They got to give it to him again. Why not? Dolphin dive 1 and dolphin dive 2 for 2 points. And it's 24-3. And the chances of a comeback for Pittsburgh getting a little bit closer to not being a reality. And they'll get the football back right before the 3rd quarter ends. No shutout in this game since both of the teams scored, but Pittsburgh, they had pretty much one drive where it seemed like they did pretty decent. They got all the way to around the 6-yard line and had to take the field goal, and they haven't been able to recreate that flavor. They scored 31, I believe, in the last game, but it's going a little bit downhill for there. Let's see what they could do on this return. Looks like it's just going to be a kneel down. I really don't blame them. But Isaiah Fowler's going to run back to that huddle, see if he can get his team on point.
70. Yeah, that's right. 58.
Handoff right side. Mike is going to get shut down by Shane Knox. Not to be second and 11.
Fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
All day. Woo! Let's get it.
Let's go now.
Every time I want to get hyped to do anything in life, I just listen to that sound bite. I'm just saying, quick pitch and another slip by the receiver on the cut. It didn't look too successful whether he stayed upright or not. 3rd and 11 coming.
Ready. Cowboy 80. All day, baby, all day. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
Gonna pass it again, looking right side and gonna be caught. Great pass. McDonald's Magna comes through and this drive shall continue. And that was pretty close for the homie Ricardo Lopez to pick it off again, but gonna be 1st and 10 here. Passing it, quick pitch left side and incomplete. Tried Corby and Crimson on that play, but it looked like he kind of sidearmed it to the ground. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Let's go, defense. Our time, our time. 58.
Gonna pass it again, looking right side. Gonna be caught, rolls out of bounds. Is the homie Mike. Is gonna be 3rd and 7. And those are the plays where you want to get it out as quick as possible so Mike could be able to turn up the field and perhaps get a 1st down or maybe more.
Let's go. 70 Lions. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Let's go.
3rd quarter winding down, looking for the conversion is the homie. Carr tosses middle of the field and caught and dropped. Unfortunate. The pressure by Berger was able to punch the ball out, and it's going to be 4th and 7. Pittsburgh's going to have to punt this football away. But overall, great defense there by the homies in Charlotte. So far, keeping Pittsburgh out of the end zone, and it's going to be a return here by Vic, looking for some juice and gets close to the 40. So he's going to get some yardage on that play. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Last time we seen Vic in the snow or the rain. I believe it was the rain, but he muffed the punt. Almost lost his job. They're gonna send the homie in motion, but they're gonna hand it off. They're gonna look for a lane. Is Spiderweb, and he's gonna get 100 yards on the game. 2nd and 8.
That's where you belong. Rocco 80. Rip left. Watch 10. Watch 10. 3-3.
I'm gonna pass it again, looking middle of the field and incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up. Pittsburgh with the chance to get off the field. They still have some work to do in regards to getting their offense right, but the stop here, maybe they could help switch their momentum. 21 points in the span of a quarter is possible. I will say that has happened a multitude of times this season, but can Pittsburgh do it? It's a question. It could help if they could get a sack, though. Great defense, and Cassandra Requena makes the play to get the football back. Closing out quarter number 4. You love to see it. I mean, closing number 3. To quarter number 4 we go. Pittsburgh gets a stop. Jack Molyneux with the punt, and it's going to be fair caught inside the 40. Pittsburgh needs to score quick and in a hurry, and do what they did in the last defensive drive a few times.
Shut up, Viking 18. Where's the mic? Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Go.
Gonna pass this left side and caught. Turns up the field and gonna get the first down and out of bounds.
We got this. Come on. Set 60 bison. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Gonna pass it. Left side is gonna be caught. Turns up the field is Johnson. Back out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side. That definitely helps their cause if they can continue to do that, but they still need to move the ball down the field.
Here we go. Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Gonna pass it again, looking left side, and it's gonna be caught and out of bounds again. Corby and Crimson with the spot. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up for the Roughnecks. Nice toe drag swag. The other side, we seen the touchdown earlier from Charlotte. Homie Golinar was by himself and he just did the toe drag swag just because he could. Looking left side and caught and out of bounds again. This time it's McDonald's Magna with the toe drag swag. And it's going to be 1st and 10 again. Working those sidelines for sure. Definitely some smart play by this Pittsburgh team.
On the ready. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Ready. All day. 44's the mic. 44.
Gonna pass it again, quick pitch and incomplete over the head of the receiver. It's gonna be 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Mike, 70 Timberwolves. Check, watch 54, watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors back.
Another handoff coming, looking for a lane is Mike. Inside the 20 they go. It's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up.
Woo! You got him. You got him. Ha ha! You got him. Ready. Cowboy 80. Hey, come on. Go. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
And they're going to hand off again. Look for the first and get shut down. Not to be 4th and 2. And at this point, it's 4th down territory all the way through. They need touchdowns. A field goal is not going to help them. Because a field goal will only make it an 18-point game. They need to score touchdowns. But can they get the job done on 4th down? They are going to hand it off. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Almost burst free. They needed that. 1st and goal coming up for Pittsburgh. And the clock continues to run. This is definitely not a time to be running the football. But I suppose if it's working, it's working.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Quick pitch and should have been picked off. Not to be. 2nd and goal coming up.
Here we go. Sack Mike. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Coming to you.
Another handoff coming. Looking for a lane as Mike gets stopped inside the 5-yard line. Gonna be 3rd and goal. And they already wasted 1/3 of the clock just to get 1 touchdown as well. So that's definitely not a favorable position here.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Ready, go. Right over there. Right over there.
They're going to pass finally. Quick pitch and caught. Touchdown. Pittsburgh. Do that Dan. Do that Dan. What? You're a little late to the party in regards to scoring touchdowns, but you can't be mad at the progress. Pittsburgh's going to keep fighting, and they're 2 touchdowns away from tying the ball game up. Kick is going to be up from Anita. That's all day. And it's 24-10. They still got a lot of work to do here. They're more than likely going to have to go for the onside kick, see if they can get the ball back. I don't think giving the ball to Charlotte will really help their cause, but we shall see what they decide to do. Pittsburgh does find their way into the end zone. They hit double digits in the points, but Charlotte has a chance to make it 31-10 if they can score another touchdown. At this point, any point Charlotte gets pretty much seals the deal. Although they really don't need to score either. They could just get the ball back, utilize spider web, and see what they could do. Going to be a return coming up. Looking for a lane is the homie Aaron Witten. Going to get it close to the 24. And it's going to be 1st and 10.
Panther 60! Panther 60! We ain't giving up nothing today!
On a quick pitch right side and caught by Vic. Turning up the field past the 30. I believe that's his 10th catch of the game. Yes, it is. 103 yards. No touchdowns, but very effective all the way through whenever you had the football. 2nd and 3 coming up here. And he is by himself as Falco, so got to expect another pass coming. Looking to toss it and caught. There goes Witten and just gets blasted as he gets past the 45. But that'll move the sticks again for Charlotte. Aaron Witten pointing them out. Looking to hit, though. Looking to hit. Shut him down. 6 minutes left. And they'll pass it again. Looking and going to be incomplete. Going to make a 2nd and 10 coming up. Almost got him offsides there. Another pass play coming. There goes that man trying to reach out and fumbles the football, and it goes out of bounds. And that is exactly what Pittsburgh was looking for. But an unfortunate break there. 3rd and 6 now. Aaron Witten got kicked out by the person that stripped it. You seen it? But it's going to be 3rd and 6. Pittsburgh has a chance, but they do get the penalty. Free play coming on the run, throwing, going to be caught. Doesn't really matter. 1st and 10 Charlotte off the back foot and just throws a dot is Falco. 1st and 10 Royals. Seen a similar pass to that one last week by DJ Church. He was going to the left and he threw it to the right. Just ridiculous. And they're gonna fake the handoff here, looking for a man to throw it to. Is Falco. Stands tall, throws it middle of the field. Looking for the jump. Gonna be almost picked off. Should have been. I don't know what that glitch was there, but no, it is what it is. We keep it moving. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. They look for the knockout punch.
On the double. Check 49. Check 49. Single, slot. Hey, you're.
But look for a man. Going to toss his left side and incomplete. Not to be. And it's 3rd and 10 now. Pittsburgh with another chance to get off the field. But I believe Charlotte is in field goal range, so it'll be a fairly long kick, around like 40 some yards. And they're going to look for the conversion anyway, and caught. Turns up and going to get the catches. Witten down to the 5. 1st and goal and just a dot to the left side. Look at this pass right here. A laser.
Check. 56.
And they're going to hand it off here. Easy money. Touchdown. Trying to rip it out, but he's already in the end zone. Touchdown. Charlotte. And that should seal the deal for this one if it wasn't already. Another score here by the Charlotte Royals, and that will give them their 10th win of the season. I believe this is already their best season in their history, and that wasn't the greatest kick in their history. That's a doink, and I'll keep it a 20-point ball game. After giving up the touchdown, they get 6. So unless Pittsburgh can find a way to score on the kick return for a touchdown, which since I said it, it's more than likely going to happen, they're going to need a lot of work to get back in this ball game. And this one away inside the 5 they go, and he will get past the 25, but no touchdown. So looks like I broke my streak for calling plays before it happens. It is what it is. Pittsburgh with the football with 4.5 left to play. 380 to 268 in regards to total yards. Almost offsides, not to be. Look for a man. Right side is going to be caught. Turns upfield, trying to get the first, but runs into a couple of Royal players to make a 2nd and 2. 4:20 on the clock.
Got it. Ready? 54. Mike 54. Drop deep.
Going to pass it again. Left side is going to be caught again. There goes Johnson. Gets tackled in bounds. It's going to make it 1st and 10. Drive shall continue for Pittsburgh as the clock continues to roll. We still have another game tonight, so make sure you don't miss it. It's going to be a fun ride. I'm going to flip over just so you can see what we got rolling. It's red versus blue in this ball game. Tacoma at Huntington Beach should be a fun ride as always between these two teams. A lot of points I'm expecting. Should be a fun setup here on Twitch, so don't miss out. It's going to be fun as it always is on Twitch. I'm going to be talking a lot of mess. Let's see what happens here. Let's go ahead and get back to the gameplay though. Currently it's 2nd and 1. I'll go ahead and flip back to so you can see what's happening. It's going to be caught for the 1st down and just gets sniped by Arn Jacobson. They'll show the replay, but I'm sure you've seen it right as I was clicking over to it. Great hit, but that's going to be 1st and 10. He just got dismantled from the inside out. But the drive south continued. 2-minute warning is coming. Here comes Jim Carr again looking for a pitch and overthrows his man. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up.
Okay, ready? The mic. 44's the mic.
Arn Jacobson reminds me of that one of the main protagonists in the Blitz the League game. I believe his name was Bruce Battaglia, if I can remember. Passing on the run and incomplete again. 28 for 50 for Jim Carr. A lot of passing in this ball game for him. I think he was the game plan coming into it was they seen how the homie Action Jackson Jr. was able to do him. Maybe they could find some holes, but the passing was a little bit inconsistent. It definitely didn't help him out. Passing his left side is going to be caught, gets out of bounds right before the 2-minute warning. McDonald's Magna with another catch. 6 for 88 on the day there for Magna. Real good game and a real good route there. Gonna set up 1st and 10
the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Gonna pass it again, looking for a man. A couple people slipping. Gonna be caught though by Johnson and just gets smacked again as they hit the 2-minute warning.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Hey, check. 4-4's the mic. Mike's 4-4.
Final 2 minutes of the ball game. They are in field goal range, but they don't need to pass it into Mike inside the 10. And going to try to get stripped or try to make the strip is the homie Ricardo Lopez, but not to be. Mike is going to get the first. Had a little bit of a boost there trying to make the catch, and he used that momentum to get the job done. 90 seconds left in this ball game, and there's going to be a deep drop back. Jim Carr looking for the score, has a man and gets into the end zone. Great drive overall. Isaiah Fowler gets the score. Unfortunate for them, they might be a few touchdowns too late in this game. They scored twice in this fourth quarter, but they needed that a lot earlier. I must say, kick is going to be up, and Anita is pure from the field goal after the touchdown, and they're down 13 now. So at this point, they need the onside kick. There's no doubt about that. Charlotte looking to get the football back for the squad, and you got to expect Pittsburgh's going to be calling their timeouts from here on out. See if they can get the stop. See if they can get the ball back. Repeat the process. Onside kick is coming, and it is going to be caught. Tries to cut up field and going to take it close to the 40-yard line is Charlotte. So all they got to do is burn some clock, and they should be seeing another victory in the win column. Pittsburgh, they kind of got used to winning last week for the first time, but they'll have to go back to the setup of trying to figure out how to get more consistent on offense. They only have 3 more games left of the season, so these will be the last few times you'll see them. But look at the homie Spider Webb coming out the gate with the big carry. Going to set up first down and 10 after the big carry.
Cougar 19. Check. 43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Another handoff coming, looking for a crease and going to find it to get past the 20. Timeout number 2 called from Pittsburgh, and one more timeout should close the deal. One more timeout and one more first down here for Charlotte. Pittsburgh running out of lifelines.
SOS.
Going to be a handoff here, and another big gain. There's going to be a flag reaching out, dives for the touchdown, but it's going to be a hold on the play. So no touchdown coming. A 2nd and 10. Spiderweb still doing his dance as if it counted, but it is what it is. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Set. 60 Bison. Fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
And it's going to be another handoff here. Big gainer for the first down, and that should wrap this one up. Final score will be 30-17. Charlotte comes out swinging, and they get their victory back. Once again, below their mark of their average scoring, which would be which would be 40 some, but not to be in this game. But they didn't need to score that much to get the win. All they need to do was outlast the last ditch effort for some scores by Pittsburgh, and they got the job done. They'll go ahead and kneel it out. The final minutes running down. But just to review the games coming up, we got Tacoma Huntington Beach. That'll be the first game. That'll be the last game of Saturday, so make sure you watch out for that. Should be a fun ride. And then we got one more game coming up for you, and it's going to be the homies in Dallas. They're going to be heading over to Arizona to take on the Rattlers. And like I said a couple of games ago, Dallas found a way to beat Arizona early in the season. So if they could repeat it, that could definitely help their cause to stay in the race for the playoffs. Can't wait to see that game as well. Make sure you show some love to the homies. But we'll go ahead and close this game out here, and we'll check out the statistics. You know how we do. Let me go ahead and flip over to it so you can see what's happening. As soon as I can find my mouse, there you go. Go ahead and flip over, see what's happening. Well, total yards here looks like 410 to 341 in favor of Charlotte. Looks like the passing yards was in favor of Pittsburgh, but the rushing side of things, it was all Charlotte all the way through. They helped burn the clock, all the good stuff. First downs, 20-17. Pittsburgh won that battle. Looks like one turnover. That was with Pittsburgh throwing the interception earlier in the game. Both teams going 50% in regards to third down conversions. Both teams went for it 3 times. Charlotte was 100%. Pittsburgh was half and half. And looking at the time of possession, pretty even if you look at it, 24-35 to 23-25. So they were right down the middle for the most part. Now, passing wise, let's go ahead and check it out real quick. Jim Carr and Falco, they're doing their thug thizzle 2 for 1 on the day. 2 for 1 in regards to touchdowns and interceptions for Jim Carr. Hank Falco only threw 1 touchdown, but that was all he needed. Great job from both of these quarterbacks. Almost throwing 60% is Jim Carr. Rushing wise, Spider Webb 17 for 137 on the day. And Mike doing his thug thizzle 11 for 34. Not a lot of rushing on the Pittsburgh side of things. They went for a pass heavy offense in this one. Looking at the receiving side of things, Vic Dotson led the way. Did not get the touchdown. That was Golinar. He had 3 for 52. Vic Dotson 10 for 103. Witten 6 for 71. Spiderweb out the backfield 4 for 31. Kai Coco 2 for 25. Now for the Pittsburgh side of things, looks like Isaiah Fowler led the way user-wise, 7 for 68. Mike 7 for 48. McDonald's Magnus 6 for 88. So I'd say he was probably the more consistent receiver in regards to yards, but Fowler was the one with the touchdowns. Corby and Cribson added 3 for 37. Great job from them. Defense-wise, who led in tackles? Looks like it's going to be CJ Bird with 6. Heavy D also had 6. Raquina had 5 and a sack. Great job from her. Mitchell Lott had 5 tackles along with Angel Flugel. Gus Pack had 4 and a tackle for loss. Colt Wetzel 3 and a tackle for loss. John Fowler 2 tackles on the day. And Thax Brightmore with 1. And that's all the users there. Looking at the homies in Charlotte, looks like it was Ricardo Lopez that led the way in tackles. Aaron Jacobson had 5. Lopez with 7. Camden with 5. Knox with 4. And a tackle for loss. Caleb Montaigne added 4. Bryce Walker with 3. Guillermo de la Cruz with 3. Pack Trescott with 1. And that's all the users there. Let me go back to Pittsburgh so I can see if there's anything crazy that happened on this side. Pass deflection wise, looks like Angel Flugel and Mitchell Lott had 1 apiece, and it looks like Mitchell Lott was the one that forced the fumble. Tried to get it back, but it went out of bounds. Unfortunate for them. Pittsburgh, that's there now to go to Charlotte real quick. Interception that was by Ricardo Lopez. He got a return for 40 yards. Also had a pass deflection. But Camden had 2. Great job from TJ. Pac Truscott had 1, and looks like Arn had 1 as well. Forced fumble wise, no forced fumbles, no safeties, no those touchdowns, all the good stuff. Now, kicking wise, looks like Anita and Jack, they both had a field goal made, but it was 1 for 3 for Jack to mess up his total. Anita went 2 for 2, so she was perfect on the day. 1 touchback apiece, and that's 10 total kickoffs. Let's see. Punting wise, looks like the best punter in this one was Anita with a 26 average. Kick return wise, Isaiah Fowler and Aaron Wooden both averaged 20 or more on the kick returns. Punt return wise, Vic Dotson averaged 4. He did have the long of 6. And that's going to wrap up this game here. 3 games down in week number 11. Shout out to my father. That's actually his birthday, March 11th. We'll go ahead and check out the next game coming up to you. It'll be on Twitch. Make sure you watch out for HBV hosting Tacoma. The second time these 2 teams will meet up. Tacoma won the last time, but can Huntington Beach take the momentum from the last week into this one in front of the home crowd? We'll go ahead and check that out in just a little bit. I'll see you soon on Twitch. But until then, I'll talk to you later. Stay safe.